Hello everyone, this is a quick update from me, Anna, on the Twigs and Thorns and my goth garden and the garden in general. I have not been able to do so much updates on the garden in July and August because summer chaos on my work, and that there's much other things to do also than gardening. But now I will tell you a little bit what I have been up to. One thing is drought. Lots of the trees in the garden, or the smaller trees, they have suffered from the drought. I tried to help a lot with watering, but I try my best. Some things I finished off. I painted the gates, that is all the IKEA iron beds, and I put up one of them, and I'll show you now how it looks like. Here is the higher of the gates. I don't know exactly how it is, but this is the head end of the old IKEA bed. What did I do with it? Well, I have repainted the knobs with gold paint, and I also have repainted the entire frame with a special, a little bit glossy metal paint. Here you see a little bit how it looks in the distance. Sorry for the little pot who is blown over. I will put better ropes on them. I don't need hinges because they have legs, since it's been an old bed. Something else I have been doing here in the garden now, it's trying to fight the pesky voles, and they are still at it. They didn't really react to me walking around here stomping on the ground, and also not putting the old fish into their hole. And I'm going to try something else. I will just show you how it looks now. They dig up here like every other day, and they also have been digging here in the border. It doesn't show very much on picture, but they raised and pushed over some flowers. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with them, but I have some ideas. But first, maybe I should show you something what's actually worked out in the garden. The transplantation of the dark oxalis, the dark clovers, actually worked out pretty nice. Looks good, and I'm going to continue put them out here in the edge during the autumn. As you see here, I need to water here because the strawberries doesn't look too happy in this bowl. Yeah, so that's one thing that went well. Something else that actually been thriving, even though it's been very dry, is actually the geraniums in the iron pots. They don't have very much room. The pots are, well, here's the other pot. See here, it's very red. You see the size of the pot, approximately. You see my hand holding on it. And they actually bloomed very, very vigorously all summer, and they will keep on until the frost comes. But I will try to take them in before, because I have a space close to the house where we have the furnace to heat the house with, and that never goes below like 6 degrees Celsius plus, so it's just above the freezing level, and it's very good to let the geraniums spend the winter there. Something else that actually looks quite nice is some of the hevkora. I really like this one. I don't know the variety name because I bought it in last autumn. Sometimes they sell them at ordinary food shops and such, and then they don't have the right name. This one had turned out very nice. I have a dark red one here, a little bit smaller, and here also dark red ones. Some of the hevkoras have actually also been blooming. I mean, the bloom is not very impressive, but it looks a little bit alien. Let's see here if I can show you, and you see these little things here. It is actually hevkora bloom, and yes, it is a bit windy. A lot of things here have suffered from the drought, and even though I try to water, it's like here I can show you the astilbe. Yeah, some of it looks nice, but I think it really needs a major watering. Actually, now the weather is turning, and they say we're going to, from tomorrow, I don't remember the date, it's in mid-August, and from tomorrow we're going to have rain for a week according to the weather forecast, so I hope a lot of the plants will recover. I also have something else that might be fun to show. Walk a bit here, and that is the dahlia experiment. Remember that I started a dahlia earlier in the spring and never done dahlias before, and the dahlia is called crème de cassis, and you see you can hardly read anymore. I need to fill in on the ink. Crème de cassis. The smaller one has just come up, this little big one, but the other one is like 60 centimeters high, and it started to bloom. It is a bit lighter in the purple than I hoped, but it is still nice. Yeah. And there is a lot of things that I intended to do that I didn't have time to do yet, like keep on working on my fence. I just had one extra pole up, and the thing is, this is the old fence carrying the electricity to the horses, and it's actually crumbling, and I have to put new poles here. But what I did do, you see the white poles here, I measured out what distance I want for my path between the greenhouse and the new fence, and yeah, and that will be like 130 centimeters, because that will make good enough room to go with a wheelbarrow, and also make room for a small border along the greenhouse. I was thinking, since that pale ace is one of the sunniest in the goth garden, I will make a small border there to have all kinds of, you know, blooming spices. It is difficult though to find any who looks goth, but I will try to get the one with like the darkest blooms. Now I'm stepping up on my little step. Something else that I did do was to report an old box cutting I did like 6 years ago, and that had been in a very small pot. And my idea is actually to try to make a topiary if it starts growing. I try to make the soil as good as possible for box. It is quite a small urn though, but we just have to see how it turns out. Maybe something for next year. But I mean, gardening is like slow. I will show you this. And here you see it's one of those really cheap urns that is in plastic. You buy them in two pieces. I paid like €6 or something for this pot. And here is a little box. And actually it's not strawberries here, it's one of the small varieties that is a native. I call smultron in Swedish, I don't know what they call in English. But you see the little box here, and I'm going to try to cut it so it will be all round. Yeah, something else that happened in the summer was the purchase of Gary the gargoyle. And now he lives in the garden. He's made of concrete and he weighs like 20 kilos. You see him here. You see the size of him. I hold my hand here. And I paid like a small fortune for him, but he was on sale. So I got him like €10 cheaper than the ordinary price. Yeah, something else that worked out good was actually having Sophinas. This one is a little bit dry now. I have to water them. I feel, yeah, it's dry. I have to water it. This one is a kind of spooky variety, white with like like dark grayish shading. And I go to the next one here. I try to not stumble over things. And I also have these who are old black, velvety black, and these who are dark purplish. I put these up on the fence just to get some higher up bloom. Something else that is a bit funny in the garden right now is you see my vine here. The vine doesn't look very impressive, does it? But you know, see, it escaped. It escaped up in the huge elderberry trees. See, and here is all the grapes. So it's lots of grapes, but they're up, way up in the elder tree. It's kind of amazing. These vines they taste good. I have forgot the variety, it's so long time I planted it. It's like 15 years ago, so they're dark and they have a lot of kernels in it, so they're not really good for eating. But they're bad at mentioning it when you're buying. I would like to have a variety of vine with no kernels in it. And yeah, this is about this mostly what I've been doing. Something that I'm going to do now. It doesn't look. You know what this is? It's garlic. What am I going to do with the garlic? Maybe you wonder. Yeah, I kind of peeled it, and that is something else that could be used against the voles. So this is next part of the vole war. I will put them down here in the ground shortly after I made this video. I'm putting them back again. Yeah, and you see most things here is growing, but things go slowly. The little pond looks a bit quite good. It is a bit low water level. It's a very low pond. That's probably why the